Ooh-ah. Mr. Kipling, he does make exceedingly good cakes. Thank you very much, Mr. Kipling. Mr. Kippling. What? That's all right. What's that there then? Put that there. Front door locked. I'm sure I'm locked in. Yep. I don't want anyone. I don't want any lurkers up here, like, you know. Right. We're set for the evening now. The evening we're set for. Do do do. Do do do. Oh, good evening, whoever that is. What's that? 7th of February. I can't believe how quick they go out of date. Steve, Mini Battenbergs. This is 6th of February. I'm like, what? They taste just as horrible. Oh, I'm doing all them. Oh, I've got to chuck them in the bin, haven't I? Innit? You know what I mean? Innit? I put the bin out in the new bin. Oh. I hope so. When you're better, yeah, I know. They're like, oh. He does make freaking exceedingly good cakes, Mr. Kipling, doesn't he? He's a bit of a... That's good. The Rocky bars, I've had 4 of them, I know. I think 4 or 3 of them. I thought, oh my God. No, I've already had 4 of them. I went running tonight. Struggled big time. I didn't actually, on the way out there, I struggled, but the way back, I felt strong. I didn't really feel strong. I was like, Cambridge curse. We like to share. My girlfriend, she's moaning. She's got the Cambridge cold. Oh, mate, I've just had 4 of them. I'm eating these now. I'm eating these. You can't out-train a bad diet. That is a fact. That is a fact, boys and girls. Anyone who says you can is lying, because you cannot out-train a bad diet. In the terms of wanting to lose weight, all you can do is be sensible. I could have done, I had this pasta thing, but that's how I run tonight. Only 5k, so I didn't go like miles. But it's still running, isn't it? Nancy Jane, hello. I enjoyed it. Hello. Pizza, have you?
Brain fog. You kind of go, I don't get it. I buy a course to resell a course. I don't get it. Like, you have a bit of fog. And once that fog settles down, you go...
She took a picture of me this
time. There's a lot more to it than that. Like, you kind of work... Oi, Gary, how are you?
I just saw him in the live. I thought he was here.
I think it's more like you stalking us now than the other way round. I only took one photo of you crossing the road.
She took a picture of the car.
Bloody day.
Imagine if he took a photo of you and he puts it in.
Next time when I see you, I'm going to give you a little bib. I won't take a photo. I thought I was a bit like David bloody Bailey.
She got all excited.
Bye.
She got all excited. She see me and she's like trying to take a picture, and it was like wobbly. Funny, isn't it? Funny. Because she only lives literally out the road, and I was like, what? Tuesday thoughts? Yeah, that'd do. Run and cake. Run, cake, run. Run, cake, run, cake. Hang on a minute. Someone rang me off of here. Someone who watches me, Kieran. And he rang me a day. Phone rang. I went, hello. And it was someone who watches me on here, Kieran. I thought, oh, he hope you didn't mind. I went, no, why would I mind? I mind with me, you know. If he wants to waste his time ringing me up, that's up to him, isn't it? But I don't know. I appreciate it. Shout out. Yeah, what's your name? I don't know. You just order pizza. Hello. Ride the lightning. What lightning? That's a bit dangerous, wasn't it? A bit of lightning up your crutch. These are nice, even though they run out of date on the 7th of February. I can't believe they don't last that long, do they? 7th of February. What's that all about? That's mad, isn't it? It's a live cake session. This is what you should do. You should starve yourself, and what you do, you come on with these social media and say, look at me, I'm so slim. And you sit for about half hour just eating cake. Say, yeah, come on my diet. What is it? Oh, it's a secret. You'll give me 20, 50 quid a week, and I'll send you it. And just send them something that says, eat less, move more. Just send that, innit? Am I speaking English? No, I speak fluent rubbish. But that's about it, really. Who's that? Red? I don't know what your name is, mate. Hello. Rav, hello. Oh, these are horrible, these. These are really horrible. I don't smoke, I eat. Oh, Red Door. Oh, Redor. Hello. I'm alright. I run tonight. I struggled though. Oh, right, Kieran. I'm in 5k. It's basically 1.5 mile back. Out there, I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? My back was alright though. Always enjoy cake, mate. I love it. Somebody who says they don't like cake. Rob, isn't it? Rob, look, I'm training. I'm doing Battenberg training. You know, you do like fartlek and all that. I'm doing cake lek. This is my hill session. That's my hill session. I had to walk up it will get them. I'm going to move one in your car. Yeah, I must admit, I've run there before. If you run there, it'll be probably 2 mile, 3, 5, 7 or 8 mile. If you do that, I reckon. Which is alright. No, I've eaten all of them, look. What a pig. I don't care though. I still think it's going to be daylight tomorrow, do you? Even if you get 3 boxes of them, you know what? Tomorrow will still be Wednesday. Well, I think so. You might not. Hello. Don't like the live. You don't have to like it, alright? Hydrogen mount. We want to 1 or 2 a.m. You're joking, mate. I've got to go to bed. I need my beauty sleep. Mate, you don't get this good looking by going to bed early. By late. You don't get this complexion eating too many of these either. Stone area. When I went on a cruise, listen to this. When I went on a cruise, 14 days, and bearing in mind a stone is £14, yeah? 2 weeks I put a stone on a cruise, and it took me 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks to get back off. That's when I was pretty determined. Now I'm like, just eat what I want, within reason. You know, I don't want to go mad, but I tend to. I see what I find now, because I've been pretty sensible. You can't eat as much. Like I used to be able to go out and have starter, like bread for the table, starter, main, dessert, maybe even some cheese and biscuits. I couldn't do that now. I feel like the Goodyear blimp, I tell you. If I was on the beach, I would. Hang on. Oh, the room. What do you want to do with this, Jason? What's his name? Jason. Imagine being called Jason. This guy is a grass. Nah. You said you fasted. You're full of shit. Really? Well, I do intermittent fasting, mate. I don't eat till 1 o'clock. What I'm supposed to be doing is from 8 p.m. to... I run tonight, yeah. From 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. I'm supposed to just have... black coffee, black tea. And it's not through religion. This is me wanting to make my arse a bit smaller and my waist a bit smaller and getting smaller trousers. Anyway, So you're basically missing out breakfast. And it's something to do with when you don't eat for a while. It almost feels like your body's eating the fat. It's not. It's rubbish. Anyway, I look at a cake. Have you ever tried a 5-day water? No, it's too extreme. Why would you want to just drink? Why would you want to go that extreme? I'm like, that's like saying, would I want to run 20 miles tonight? No, it's just too far, isn't it? Jimmy? Jimmy what? No, it's too extreme, isn't it? If you go too extreme, you give up, won't you? You won't. How will you won't keep it up. It's like saying, I'm going to save 200 quid a week. No, you won't. You give up. Save 20 quid a week. You'll do that. But 200 quid a week, not enough. Savalia? Who's Savalia? Who's Jimmy Savalia? Mate, you need to learn how to spell. Luke, can't you spell? Luke, you got something wrong? You know, your brain not working? Savalia. Who's Jimmy Savalia? I might know who you mean, but I might not. How do you know that? You can't diss me for if I can't read, mate. I'm dyslexic. Anyway, Jimmy Savalia. Sounds like Savlon, doesn't it? Is it? You mean you want some Savlon? You got a bit of a rash down there, have you? Don't know. Go see the doctor. He might give you some cream for that, mate. He might give you some cream to put in your eyes, then you can't see what you're doing, because it'd actually be better than you. Car sales coach. Is that your car sales coach? Oh, how you doing, mate? I ran tonight. Oh my god, I was like, okay. It was only 5k, but I was bad going on the way out. On the way back, and I tell you, we run from the boathouse to. You done 8? Yeah, you flash bastard. The boathouse in Danson to what do you call it? The end of Pickford Lane, is it? You know, the end of there, and then back. Stop for a picture. They do like get your guns out, and then you have to do the dance and dab, and then I don't know, then stick your fingers up at each other. Well, mate, I was just. Have you heard about Artemis 2? No? Who's he? Well, I want to start. I need to start. But I've got this cold again. My girlfriend, she's not very happy with me at all. Apparently, she's got it big time. And you know what she said? She said, "Trouble you're fit, but you ain't healthy." And I thought, really? I think I'm quite healthy. Apparently, I know it is as well. People, you know, when you get colds a lot, people say you always have a cold, don't you? Someone's like, really? What? Always? Literally every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You do get them if you run a marathon. You do get them then. I found if you do like a half marathon or something, and you're around anyone that like is near in the same street that has a cold, you get it. I don't know why. You must be stress your body too much, I suppose, and your immune system doesn't really work very well, does it? Well, it feels like that, doesn't it? Oh, what's that, Jason? You gone? Imagine saying something weird and then. Sal do Brazil. Does that mean hello? Hello. Where's the car sales coach? Yeah, mate. You want to teach me? Can you teach me not how to sell cars? Can you teach me how not to eat these sort of things when I've already had 4 Rocky bars? I can't believe how much I eat. What a pig! Last night I had 4 blooming hot cross buns. Oh my god. Well, no, I'm not good, mate, because I've eaten a whole box of these, and I had 4 Rocky bars, and I thought I had 2. Had another one. I'll have one more just to tide me over. Then I looked at this. I looked at it and I thought 7th of February. I thought, how can that's out of date? I thought, well, that's a good excuse to eat, isn't it? What about the Islamic takeover of the UK? Too much sugar. Tell me about it, mate. Did you not grab yourself some quiche? No, not yet. No, I didn't. What do I think about it? I don't know, mate. You can do it for me. You be my spokesperson. You worry about it, all right? Once you've actually decided, you know, you can spell your name and things like that, and do join that right in, come back in the live, and we'll accept you back in, all right? We'll accept you in with not open arms, but just the arms a little bit guarded because you might be a dick again. But if you're not going to be a dick, you're more than welcome. You know, I love quiche. I've had quiche before, but you seem to be obsessed with quiche. What's your name? Stalwart? Shinobi? You're obviously a gamer, I think, are you? Nothing wrong for what, eating too much? Well, yeah, but yes, I now wish I hadn't eaten it all. That's the problem, isn't it? You eat it and then I want the feeling. Yeah, I just think, oh, do you know what? Have what you want, and have what you want, even if it's too much. Who cares? It's nothing's really going to happen to you, is it? Treat as regret. Yeah, well, you do, don't you? Just have, I don't know, if you alcohol makes you hungover, that's your regret, isn't it? You're hanging out your backside. Why hanging out your backside? What's that mean? You got the runs? Anyway, because you know you shouldn't. You know you didn't want to, and you want to be trying. You're trying to be good, aren't you? Trying to be, Mondays, isn't it? Mondays always like, right, this week I'm going to be good. I'm going to go to bed early. I'm not going to have to. I'm not going to have desserts, and I'm going to cut out the sweets. And then, by like Wednesday, you're like, give us the sweets here. Put them beside you. You've been careful not to insult the Utula. Who's the Utula? Is that like the uterus? The uterus clan? Is that where you have a wee in it? Is it your uterus? No, I know it means hungover, but I don't know, why do you cry hanging at your backside? I can understand if you got the runs, it's all coming out the back like a tap, isn't it? Opinion of Muhammad. Of him? He's alright, actually. My mate Gary Muhammad, I like him. He's alright. And I had a goldfish called Muhammad. He was pucker, he used to swim around. You ever had the runs on a plane? No, thankfully. No. What, you mean you crap yourself? You're like, no. You got the guts ache, innit you? You got that guts and it's like, and you got to go, innit you? Jesus loves you, wants a relationship through prayer and returning soon. Keep your faith strong. No, I don't want to. I'm keeping it very weak. Okay, hang on. How can I keep it strong? How can I keep my faith strong? I've just done a box of these. Out of the pub. All right, mate. Yeah, look. You're going on a cruise, aren't you? Look, Queen Anne. We'll go back on that. That's your room. Are you going? What ship are you going on? That Sparsely Carry. No, I'm not really. I don't really get the runs. I don't really get the trots. Really. What ship? I can't remember what ship you're going on. I don't know if you told me. It was good to talk to you, mate. I was well chuffed actually, though. I thought, that was nice. I sensed I talked a bit too long because you were trying to get a break in the conversation and go. I knew you were. I do have that problem. What I have for tea? I had a ready meal, I don't know what you call it, pasta thing. And I seem to be addicted to Worcester sauce. So I always have Worcester sauce on it. And I found this paprika stuff. I thought, that's some of that on it at all. Are you my granddad? I don't know. I'd have had to sleep with your nan, wouldn't I, really? But I don't think I did. How often do you go to the toilet for a number two? Don't know, when I need it. When there's brown stuff up that tube and it's got to come out, hasn't it? Really? Well, you want to know that? Mate, you're going to go far in life. You are really, when you go for a job interview, you're going to go, fuck me, mate. No, I tell you what, mate, you can be the owner of the company. Your answers are just so, and your questions are just so relevant. They're so, do you know what? Actually, your questions and writings are actually so 2026. I like when I was a kid, there was no internet and we didn't have to deal with people. I do agree. Lives you get, it's like they've rounded them up. Do you know it's just like, what's that thing? Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, isn't it? And he's been out in the cage. He's got all the, come in. There's sweets in here, and they go in. This is what happens, and it's like, are you mad? Yeah, right. You can go on YouTube and TikTok then. Well, no, you're not mad. No, you can't. You're not allowed on here. You're not allowed in here. How's the boss then, Kieran? Is she all right? Is she watching? I have to tell her that I might tell her not to let you watch me because I might get you into my bad habits. Who did I vote for, Gramps? Who did I vote for? I voted for myself. I went into a motorbike shop and I had to have two votes. And I looked at this R1 and I thought, quite like that. And I put one hand up and the other hand just went up. So I thought, I'm having that. So that's how I vote, boy. And when I went in my car, I voted. I thought, well, I won't fancy that. And my arms went up. I thought, that's a sign, isn't it? A sign from God. I've got to have it. So I tend to vote for myself. I voted tonight that I was going to run. Didn't really want to, but I'm pleased I voted that way and I've done it. I mean, you might vote for someone else. You might vote for something angry, or you want to be angry at all sorts of stuff, and you want to read Facebook a lot, and X, and what else? Instagram, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe you get peace from that. I don't get peace from that at all. I want a peace of my mind. And I've got to go out for a run again in a minute. just check out how many calories there are per cake. 131. And what's there? 5 in there. So that's 500. 3, 5. 650 calories, that lot. 650. Not 180. 650. So, and that was pretty easy to eat. And I'd had some Rocky bars. Like, wow, that is mad news, isn't it? How do we defeat Neo? I don't know what that is, mate. I wouldn't even know what that is, mate. What, this? Eating all these? Oh, tell me about it, mate. But they're out of date on the 7th of Feb. It says 7th of Feb, and I thought, blimey, they've been in my cupboard for weeks, so obviously. And I thought, should we? I'll throw them in the bin or eat them, and I thought, I'll eat them. I had one, and I thought, I'll eat them. It's not big, it's not clever, and I suppose, I'm saying, look, if you're struggling with your weight, and you have some cakes, don't worry about it, you'll still be alright tomorrow. You still have to go to work. I just shave though. I just shave normally to get in the shower, like a bit of shower down, that'll do. I normally cut myself like, I'm always ending up with like bits of tissue on me. Cause just like, No, loads of people struggle, isn't it? Loads of people struggle with trying to lose weight. And I suppose I'd say, look, don't worry about it, innit? As long as you're active, you're going to burn it off anyway, aren't you? And even if you don't burn it off, today would have been a bad day. Yesterday would have been a bad day. So what's that? Monday, Tuesday, 2 days. So if I'm sort of reasonable the rest, other 4 days of the week, ain't too bad, is it? And the last 3 weeks, I've been exactly the same weight on a Sunday. So, you know what? Have I done too bad? I don't think so. Probably done all right, really. It's really hard to try and keep your weight exactly the same, isn't it? You will fluctuate, you'll go up and down, but you try and keep your weight exactly the same. If you can do that for, like, say, 6 weeks, and mine is not planned, mine is just luck, pure luck. And it's funny, you do loads of running, and you think you would keep coming down, but you don't, because you probably eat too many calories, because you burn it. I find when I go swimming in the mornings, I'm hungrier that day, and when I run, if I run overnight, I'm not too bad, but then you're hungry about 10, 11 o'clock. It's usually just a couple of hour delay, isn't it? A couple of hour delay, and then you feel like you want it. Have a razor that does it for you. Well, you stand there and just go like that. That's pretty cool. Oh, I also have an AI girlfriend, but she doesn't want me to shave it. She likes the beard. An AI girlfriend? Do you do lifestyle coaching? No. What am I going to teach you? You surely know. Something makes me proper hungry. No, I think it's just because you've swum, isn't it? You've been swimming. I seem to have, my sort of highlight was sort of middle of last year, really. I went 1 hour, I've done 2,300 metres in 1 hour. And now I'm down to like 17, 1800 metres, which is still not bad, but not what I was doing. So I'm obviously becoming lazy, I suppose. Or maybe I'm just getting old, I don't know. Maybe I'm worn out. No, I don't do lifestyle coaching, don't leave me. You want to go and see go and see your doctor, innit? Go and see this, they'll refer you to an addiction counsellor, I would think. Kieran, I'm gonna make you a moderator, mate. I'll make you a moderator, right? And if you think someone's completely out of order, just block them, mate. Just think they're a knob, innit? You're a moderator, right? So you can actually block people if you want. You got the power, mate. Oh, says you're not Why does it do that? You're a moderator, but it ain't made your name blue. Usually makes your name blue when you're a moderator. Oh, here you go. Or what you can do, Kieran, what you do, mate, is put them on a timeout. Feel free. Mate, timeout. You can be a... mate, I've eaten 5 cakes. You can do as many timeouts as you like. You can do as many blocks as you want. Well, I try and think... I like to sort of give people a chance. So I think a timeout's quite good. It's not more like timeout. Give them, get rid of them a minute for a bit. Probably hopefully get fed up and then go just bugger off to another live, isn't it? I'm serious. In 10 years, sex work with AI would be more common. Yeah, but wouldn't you rather have a motorbike? Why would you want to sleep with a robot? Wouldn't you rather have a motorbike or a jet ski or, I don't know, a plane? Would you rather get your pilot's licence? What's my favourite drug? Life. Life is my favourite drug. Living is my drug. I got to. All right. After his diesel A-class soon. All right. We got 2 Tigans around here. We're still going to be something that's sold actually, both of them. Kieran, time out. The old boy who's talking. Hey? Me? No, he ain't going to do that. Red sauce? Well, I don't know really. Depends on what you fancy. Maybe a bit of both. Maybe, what do you call it? Barbecue sauce? Is it barbecue? You're a red-blooded male? Yeah, but so am I. Wouldn't you want a motorbike? And you got a motorbike, or get your pilot's licence, or... I don't know. I miss going flying. I used to go flying. It was good, actually. Might take it up again. You're a shyster. Well, of course I am. Why are you telling me something I don't... Why are you telling me something I know? Tell me something else about me that I already know. Go on, what are you going to tell me? What have I done wrong? The heck? A shyster? I'm not very shy, really. Don't know. Do I used to be a Hell's Angel? Nah, sort of that. Nah. No, I've never been one of them. A neat guy? Well, I'm quite tidy. Ferrari 44? What's that? Lewis Hamilton, obviously. Are you going to the Grand Prix then? Are you a little bit of a... opinion on the Epstein files? I think they're just some files called Epstein files. I don't know. I'm not sure if you... Do you not know what they are then? You obviously don't know what they are. You can't block that word. Do you know that? That word you can't block. Apparently, you can't block it. Right, listen to this. I'm being serious. I'll tell you, disbelieve me if you want, right? On here, on YouTube, I can put a word and you won't be able to say it. I've got to see you next Tuesday, Anchor and William at the front, bar steward, all this. I've got all them words. So you try and type them. You cannot put Epstein as a word, as a blocked word. Do you know why? Because they monitor everyone. Every time you type it, they will watch your account. Obviously, I'm lying. You have to remember, I'm actually not telling you the truth. Remember that, yeah? But I'm telling you now, because I tried to add it. I cannot add it. Spoke to my account manager, and they said they don't want you to add it because they want to follow. They want to see who says these words. I got you scared. What was the point of trying to scare you, mate? I cannot add that word as a... I could put and, the, clouds, gear, all sorts of stuff. R, A and the P-E, that can go down. No, you do what you want, mate. You believe what you want to believe. I'm telling you now, I tried to add it, 10 times. You don't do it in here, you add it in the YouTube studio. Go into the studio, you try and add it. Couldn't do it. Emailed my manager. He said, no, it's because... he said, we only believe it's because they're trying to monitor it. Well, best thing to do, you try and type some words in. Type some bad words in. So you'll see if it lets it out. See if it lets it. And you'll know I've got them moderated then. It's there. What a load of coppers. Well, that's a load of coppers. Mate, this is the internet. You must never, ever, ever believe the internet. Why would you believe the internet? Why? What's the benefit to you to believe in anything I say? Willie? But you have to watch though, because if you type a word it does allow it, you could be blocked. You don't. Well, then you will go far. You will go quite far, I think. I think you will go pretty far. Well, then you will. I'm telling you incorrect stuff. That's what you need to believe what you want to believe, isn't it? And basically, if you're not going to be immature, you add no value to me. So go away. If you don't go away, my moderators will get rid of you. The end. Evening, Caddy, whatever your name is. But that's my thoughts, isn't it? You don't have to believe me. I'm a wind-up merchant. No, not really, mate. No, John. Your name's John. I'll call you Harold. Harold. Right, I'm not a wind-up merchant. I'm trying to I'll give everyone a chance. John, maybe you like people calling you, see you next Tuesday, and you've been with Jimmy or whatever, and gear and all this. I don't like that. You've had no value to me. They had no value. They might add value to you. You might like hanging around people do that sort of stuff, but I don't want to hang around with somebody who's going to scratch my car, cause me harm, want to do me harm. How are they adding? They're no benefit to me, mate. They ruin me. I'm going, no, go away. And I don't know. I just like I want an easy life. Let's talk about stuff. I don't know. Let's talk about, I don't know, holidays and what you've been up to. How's your work going? How's your mum? How's your dad? Maybe you don't find that funny. Maybe you find that's completely stupid. What's the point of that? But that's me. You know, I'm odd. I want to be odd. I don't. If I have to be like some of you lot and some of the comments, I'm like, it's over, isn't it? I'm going to say some of the comments that you lot are saying, and do you think that makes me a good person? Would you in life? Do you think it's better to be a good person or a bit of an arse? I think it's better to be a good person, but that's my thoughts. You might say, no, I want to be an arse. And really, me calling you this, it's not being an arse. That's really, I don't understand it. You've got different concepts to me then, because I like people that go alone. How's your day? Pay me a bit of attention. Pay them a bit of attention. But you may not like that. You may hate that. No, I want to be fighting everyone. I don't really. What's my hang on to tell you, mate? I usually know. Well, you can say the name. I can't block it. I cannot block it. Snowflake. Who, me? But then you, mate. Whatever. You like all the fake bollocks. What fake bollocks? What, like pretending I've got loads of money, so I buy stuff to impress you, wear a rollie or something? Or what, I drive a car I can't afford because I want to look good when I'm going up the high street? Or, I don't know, pretend I can run faster than I do? Pretend I'm better than I am? Don't know. What fake bollocks? What, AI stuff? I do think the AI stuff is amazing. I think if you're a young person, you have no idea how to do prompt engineering. I'm going, why? Why are you not looking at YouTube learning how to do prompt engineering? I don't understand it. MP, when's it start? Are you going to Silverstone? How much do I lift? I don't know. The hello, how are you bollocks? The hello, how are you bollocks? The hello, how are you bollocks? What, really? Well, so when someone comes to your house or you're at work, you want someone to walk in and say, oi, see you next Tuesday. Get here. Really? Strange, mate. You are strange. You're weird. You're weird. What's that? No one gives a shit how you are. Really? Well, you sound like you've been around a lot of people who run. Mate, you've been around people who have knocked your confidence big time. If you're a troll, you got no confidence, and you've been people that have told you you're useless. I think that's quite sad. Don't know if it was your parents or who it was. I don't know. Seems a bit sad to me. You know, you should be around people that like you, innit? Not really. You're filming yourself and you're asking to be civilised. No, Dan, I'm not asking to be civilised. Dan, you can call me and see you next Tuesday. You can call me whatever you want, mate. You know, you're allowed to do that. But wouldn't you rather be in a safe place? Dan, do you think that a lady should come in here and be hassled with a man then? Really? Seems a bit weird to me. I just think you should be, I don't know, respectful to each other. That's my thoughts. But obviously you don't. You don't see any value in that. So if your sister or someone says something to your mum then, in a car park, starts having to go to your mum, what, you're over the moon. You're going, oh, that's brilliant. That's ridiculous, mum. No, you're out in the public, mum. You're out in Tesco's car park. That's public, mate. So what? Well, your mum shouldn't expect to be safe. You shouldn't expect to be safe. I shouldn't expect to be safe. Yeah, I've got a. Well, I don't know. It's like he's saying I'm weird because I'm on a public platform. So if his mum goes out in public, should he expect his mum to be safe? Should he feel safe? Should he? You know, I think it's a given. I should feel so. Why should I expect that my car's going to be broken into or whatever? Has anything? My mum? Well, no, they're dead. So, has anything said about my mum? Yeah, mate. You know, what was it? Someone said they were going to. My dad had passed away, and someone said, "Well, why don't you dig your dad up?" And I'm like, "Wow." I don't know. It seems a bit harsh. Maybe you think you chuckle at that. Maybe, you know, everyone shows their true colours in the end. Well, no, not really. You either know you either dragged up, you're brought up, aren't you? Fact, isn't it? You've either hung around people that have, you know, you know how to respect people, you know how to behave, you know the words to say, or you don't. Maybe social skills are gone, isn't it? Maybe people who are rude online have zero social skills. Feel quite sad for them, really. I mean, how are they ever going to get a job? Imagine having a job in a customer facing and they've got no social skills. I'm like, wow. You ain't going to get a job, are you? Maybe if you're in a warehouse, maybe they'll only get a job in a warehouse where they don't meet anyone. Maybe they'll say, no, I've got two faces. I come on here, I put this face, and then in my outside life, I put another face on. I think, why don't you just have the same face? But that's me, isn't it? What's it? We are just animals at the end of the day, Gary. Well, I'm not a philosopher at all, mate. I'm Gary Cambridge. I'm not a philosopher at all. But I just think when a decorator comes around your house, you want him to start calling in to see you next Tuesday or whatever, or you want him to spill something on the carpet and just hide it up. Really? You don't want to be treated with respect. The end. You don't want to be treated with respect whether you know someone or not. I don't understand it. I don't get why you wouldn't want to be treated with respect. If you are disrespecting me, which you're allowed to do, you must be saying you don't mind being disrespected and you don't mind someone talking to you horrible. You can't have your cake and eat it. You can't say, well, I want to disrespect you, Gary, because I think you're an idiot and you're ugly or whatever, or your nose is big, but I don't want anyone disrespecting me. I don't get that. If you give it out, you must be able to take it back. But that's my thoughts, isn't it? Musty dipstick. Does it still work in the morning? What do you mean work in the morning? What? It's being consistent, isn't it? Consistent's the thing, isn't it? You must treat people how you want to be treated. Surely you can't. I don't know. Do you think you should treat? You're allowed to treat people a certain way, but they must treat you a different way. I don't understand that. Surely not. Surely it's consistency, isn't it? It's not. It's called opinions and offences given. No, not really. It's just, do you want to be treated with respect? If you want to be treated with respect, surely you must treat people with respect. Surely. Or do you not? I don't understand it. You're not answering. You're just like, you're giving that. Well, that's not how it works. I'm thinking, okay, so how do you expect to be treated when you're at work? How do you expect to be treated by your boss then? How do you expect to be treated by, I don't know, you're driving along. How do you expect to be treated with the other drivers? Do you think people should just cut you up? Or, someone should ram their trolley into you in Tesco's? I don't know, well, what do you want then? You say, no, I don't mind being a target. I don't know. I mean, I like an easy life where people not necessarily like me, but they're horrible to me, but that's me. Mate, don't worry about it, innit? You only respect people who have power over you. What, so I don't respect people, what, so you've got no power over me, so what should I not respect you then? Or I don't understand it. Stop taking everything so personal. That's not personal, John. So I'm asking you, John, how old are you? So I don't know, your best mate then. Do you want your best mate when he goes to work? Do you think he should be respected when he goes to work? But you think he should give respect, but he should be respected? Or are you saying no? I don't understand it. What do you want then? What this is? Can't reach the keyboard. You're still typing. Well, I think you've got to treat people how you want to be treated. It's always the tables are turned, isn't it? If you're a tenant, if you're a landlord, you should treat your tenants how you would want to be treated if you were the other way around. Surely you can't say, well, I want to be treated correctly, but I can be an arse. I don't. Surely it's don't you want it? Surely it should be consistent. Surely it should be the same, isn't it? If you if you if you don't mind being treated badly, then you can treat people badly. But if you say, well, I want to be treated fairly, so I don't know, you've been to your bank then. Do you want your bank to shit on you? Or do you want them to sort that problem out where money's gone out of your account and say, no, we're not bothered. Do you want that? You don't want that sorted out? I don't know. Or is it, oh, that's different? Ah, that's different though, isn't it? It's different when it's you. People say, oh, no, I should, but they don't seem to, but not most people are like that. Most people are nice. Even the trolls, believe it or not, they're probably nice. They may be a bit angry at stuff, but that's what they want to be, isn't it? You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to hate me. You're allowed to say you're wrong. Of course I should be wrong. I'm not you. This is the whole point. You are allowed to be, you are not me. So you shouldn't have the same opinion as me, should you? But I think manners and courtesy are free. So I don't know why some people guard them like a winning lottery ticket. What's that all about? If you want to be treated with manners and courtesy, and you want to be respected, surely you have to be like that as well. You can't expect to be horrible and then be respected. Surely, maybe you can. Maybe you think you can. I don't know. And if you can, then I'd say you've got a lot of power, and people don't really like you. They're just pretending they like you. A lot of these famous people have got lots of hangers on who don't really like them at all. They're just hanging on for the money, I guess, or whatever. You're right from an ethical point of view. However, the real world's a jungle. Well, but then it's either right or it's wrong. It is black and white. It is black and white. Do you want to be Paul? Do you I don't know. You come to buy a car off me. Do you want me to disrespect you and like not answer the phone when you're ringing up because I think it's gone wrong? Would you want me to do that, or would you want me to answer the phone? Paul, don't worry, I'll bring it back. Or do you want me to just change my SIM card? And what do you want me to do? What do you want? You can't say, well, I want to be treated like, but then you want to be horrible to someone else. I don't get that. It's just consistent. Have one face and be consistent. It's easy. It's not hard. Meaning, don't take anything personal. I'm not saying anything personal. You can treat me how you want. You can call me what you want. You're allowed to call me. There's no law saying you can't call me and see you next Tuesday. Where's the law saying you can't come and, I don't know, plunge a bit of metal into me? Obviously, if you get caught, you're going to be in trouble, but you can do it. If it's going to benefit you, it's worth it. If calling me and see you next Tuesday will benefit you, I'd say, well, you're better off doing it because it's going to benefit you. If I think going for a run will benefit you more than slagging me off, but maybe you don't. Maybe you go, well, no, that benefits me. I suppose karma, if I've been horrible to someone, then you think, well, yeah, because you want to get them back. But then really, how long shall I hold a grudge for? Is it better to hold grudges or, oh, do you know what, I'm moving on. When I was young, all the, in Northern Ireland, it was just literally, this soldier had gone, there was these shootings and, and I remember like in London, you couldn't go up to London because the IRA, and it was like, oh God, it was terrible. And I think, it's just humans are horrible, aren't they? Humans are odd, aren't they? Pardon me. You can't put it on, do you? Kieran, you're busy, mate. Who's stupid? I don't know. No idea. Well, they all think I'm stupid, isn't it? You're allowed to call me what you want, aren't you? You're allowed to, scratch me. So you think, well, I'm going to scratch Gary's car. Is that going to benefit you? If it is, do it. I don't see how it's going to benefit you. I personally don't. But seeing me annoyed is going to benefit you. I'm going, wow. I think maybe get my heart rate down a bit, maybe reduce my cholesterol, maybe get, I don't know, get a bit fitter. I think that's going to benefit me, but you don't. What religion am I? I don't know, really. I'm not. I'm probably atheist. It's benefits. The buzzword is benefit, isn't it? Is there a benefit to doing that? Yeah, well then do it, isn't it? If there's no benefit, I don't know, what are you doing it for? No, people don't act logically, mate. People don't act logically, Paul. That's why people moan that, the NHS. I'm going, well, I want to stay out the NHS. If I look after myself, I'm probably going to be on longer before I get onto medication. I don't want to be on medication. I want to be content. I want to be happy. I don't want no stress. But you might want stress. You might say, I like stress. I don't get debt. I mean, debt, I sort of get, for buying my house. I think that's a good debt. To me, that's a good debt. Not if I listen to the internet. I can't listen to the internet. I think going running is a really good thing for me. You don't have to do it. This is the whole thing. You're allowed to go, no, it's stupid. I'm not going to do that. I want to smoke. I don't smoke. Am I pleased I don't smoke? Of course I'm pleased I don't smoke. But you might say, that's stupid. It's much better if you do. But I don't know. I am quite logical. But apparently I'm illogically logical. But I want to be like that. And if I want something, why don't I save up for it? You might say, that's a stupid attitude. But then it's a stupid attitude. But that's my attitude. I think if I delay my gratification, I'm happier. And then I like it. If I save up something and buy it, when I bought my bike, I've saved up for 2 years, bought my bike. I love it. It's sitting in my second bedroom, and get to sit outside. It's like my baby. I like it. My motorbike. But I save up for stuff. But you might not want to. That's ridiculous. I want fashion. Things don't make you happy. My family make me happy. My girlfriend makes me happy. Going away on holidays, they make me happy. I don't know, but you're different to me. You're allowed to be different to me. You're allowed to dislike me. You're allowed to say that my attitude and my opinions are stupid. You're allowed to think that. But then I'd challenge that and say, would you not rather be out of hospital, not going to the doctor under any medication? Would you like to have no stresses? You've got some savings in the bank. You've got, you're quite content with your car, so I don't need to get in debt for that, because when I get in debt, I have to go to work. And what about, wouldn't you rather work 4 days a week rather than 5 days a week? Maybe not. Maybe this is all stupid attitude, Gary, which is fine. But I like my stupid attitude. I like my stupid world. I like my world. Am I pleased my mum and dad worked very hard? Yes. But are my kids pleased that I worked hard? I would hope so. What's this? Gary, you don't have a car, you have a freedom pass. I don't know, I haven't got one. I should do it. I should get one. Everybody's allowed to do it. Everybody is allowed to do this is the whole thing. We're all different. Right? So you shouldn't have, because we're all different, I really don't want to be none of you lot. Why would I want to be, what benefit would it be if I was you lot? Any of you lot? But what benefit would it be if you was me? And if you think there's a benefit to being me, or my attitude, I'm going, or my opinions, or the things I do, I'm going, well, you think there's a benefit, but you don't want to do it. I'm going, well, you can't think there's a benefit, surely. How much do you earn per month? I don't know. Do you really need to know? Come on, I'll get an appointment with the accountants. If you really want to know, we'll go around the accountants. And what is there a benefit to you knowing how much I earn then? You should research Islamic takeover. Don't really want to, actually. Why should I research it? You seem obsessed with it. So I don't need to research it. You've done the research. People are nosy. Well, of course we're all nosy, aren't we? But is it a benefit? If I know, I don't know, I'm interested, you get your leg over, how many times? Do I really? I don't want to know that. I don't need to know that. Do I need to know how much money you got in the bank? No. What? Say I know actually, and what? Oh, I know you got that. It's not, what am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with that little bit of knowledge? Nothing. But if you taught me how to make a 6-second clip so I can put on the front of my YouTube videos, now I like that. I want to know that. Well, there we are. I want to know someone who can make me a 6 or 7 minute, 6 or 7 second clip to put on the front of my videos, because I think it's all to do with watch time. Apparently, you have to watch them for about 30 seconds, I think. Sharing knowledge is the best way to communication. That's the point of TikTok. I agree, but I don't think me asking you how much wages you got, that's not information I need. It's not going to help me make that video clip, is it? I'm going to probably do it in Canva actually, but that's not going to help me. Would you rather turn 20 right now or win £1 billion? I'd rather be, I don't know, £1 billion. No, I wouldn't really want £1 billion really. That's not enough, is it? I've already got $1 billion. Why would I want an amount that's less than I've got in my bank? Fiver, yeah, I could do on Fiver actually. Would I want to be 20? No, not really, because I've got another 40 years to get here, isn't it? And what am I going to do in 40 years? I've done pretty much everything I want to do anyway. Is there anything you really wanted to do? Well, then you need more time. And no, you don't need more time. Just do it. What do you want to do? What, you want to go to Everest Base Camp? You want to learn how to fly? What do you want to do? What is it you actually wanted to do? I can edit your video. Now, I'll go on Fiverr, mate. There's loads on Fiverr. I have 9 cars parked. We'll charge them up then, isn't it? Yeah, what is it you really want to do? If it's something you really want to do, then why have you not done it? Is it a realistic goal? If you say I want to play for Manchester United or something like that, that's unrealistic, isn't it? What's the definition of rich in life for you? I'm not under any medication. I've got no worries. I've got no stress, and I'm healthy. And I can go to the toilet by myself and wipe my backside. I can make myself a cup of coffee. I can go out on my motorbike. I can go in my motorhome. I don't have to go in my motorhome. I can go on a holiday. Being able to do the stuff that I want to do. What do I want to do? I don't want to do anything wild. Do I really want to travel off to Australia for 9 months? Not really, no. So I'm not going to do it. If I wanted to do it, why would I not do it? If I really want a Ferrari, well, you just get one, wouldn't you? Just whatever, you do anything to get it, wouldn't you? Do I want a Ferrari? No. Would it make me happy? I think it's important. How's a Ferrari going to make me happy? How's a Lamborghini going to make me happy? Really? What, momentarily? Surely. Material things are going to make me momentarily happy. Yes, I like material things, like my motorhome. I can say, I've had it for a minute, I'll scrap it now. Can you afford a Ferrari? Well, of course you could. If you really wanted one, you'd just get one, wouldn't you? You'd do anything to get it, wouldn't you? You'd work 3 jobs, 7 jobs. You'd work, work night, morning, anything to get the money, wouldn't you? Beg, steal and borrow to get the money. But I don't want one. Even if I had the money, do I want one? No. What am I going to do with a Ferrari? How the heck is a Ferrari? Say, £1 million. I don't know, 2 million. Would you like this £3 million home? No. I would like this. I'll do the maths. Yeah. Would you like us £1 million home? No. I'd like 5 £200,000 houses and rent them out, and then just have the money coming in and do what I want to do. And if I don't do anything, by the time I die, I'll give it to my kids, and then my kids can have it to their grandchildren. So if there's something I want to do, it's worth having the money. If there's nothing I want to do, what do I need the money for? Peace is, you want to be peace, isn't it? You want to be. I think the moment I take medication for something, if I have cholesterol, right? If I got high cholesterol and they give me I don't know what you call it, medication, surely that pill will then make my spleen not work very well or something. So there's a side effect. Everything you take is a side effect. If I save too much money, the side effect is I wished I didn't. I want to go out, don't I? And if I eat too many of these, the side effect is I'll get too big or I'll get guilty. So there's always a side effects anyway. And once I'm on medication, I've just said it all along. I think the moment that I go to the doctor and he gives me something for, I don't know, I can't have a crap or something like that, or I'm pissing too much, and he gives me water tablets or something like that, and I've got to have them. I ain't going to just live and just go die, am I? I'm pretty sure I'm going to have something, and I go to the doctor and he go, oh, you need this pill for your cholesterol or your blood pressure or something. And when he does, I think there's a side effect, and I'll be something else, and then something else. And you know, when you have a pill for your, I don't know, your blood pressure, pretty sure, like, you know, it'll be your elbows alert, and you go, your blood pressure and your elbows, right, you need this one. This is for the elbows, and then them two together, make your knees hurt. And you go, your knees now, yeah. And then in the end, you have one of them boxes, didn't you? That's got like, I don't know, so many pills in it. And you go, rattling, isn't it? There's like 10 pills. I've found boxes of Battenbergs. You look like you died and they've got to tell you, mate, you're an antique. Well, it's not what you look like, is it? Look, do you want to look perfect or do you want to be working perfect inside? And do you want to be like quite settled mind? You know, if I'm chasing something, what's the point of chasing stuff? Do you ever get it? Do you ever get what you chase for? And the stuff you chase for, was it what you thought when you got there? Or was it like, oh no, it weren't what I thought actually? Mark Dixon. Who's Mark Dixon? Well, I don't know your mate, so. Metformin, biggest scam going. Increased salt for pissing all night long. Well, drinking as well, isn't it? And you know, I'm 62, so you're going to go to the toilet quite a bit, aren't you? But does it matter to you? Does it bother me I have to get up and go to the toilet? Not really. You know, and maybe enlarged prostate, who knows? My PSA was 62 young. Well, it is. Oh, yeah, but you say 62 is young. But I've only got 18 years, I'm 80. 28 years, I'm 90. Well, how much more do you think I'm going to live than 20? My dad got to 90. My mum was 84. My dad got to 90. I don't know. My dad was all right. And they go downhill very quickly at the end. Yeah, he was all right, literally. He died in the March, you know, and he was 70 years old. Don't know, really. Not really. Not if you're going to live to your 90. You've got another 20 years. But I've definitely got less in front of me, but that's why I want to run. That's why I run and cycle and swim and try and sort of look after my diet. But my diet that's probably things are letting me down. But when I go and have a check up, my cholesterol's all right, my blood pressure's good, my heart rate's good. My resting heart rate's about 50. Well, it tells you now, yeah. Look. Right now, my heart rate is 81, according to my watch, which is not correct. My resting heart rate is 51. I mean, if you're a bloke and you tell me your resting heart rate is up in the 70s, I'm going, wow. You know, I think you've got to look after yourself, guys. You've got to look after yourself. You know, and if you find something, go to the doctors, isn't it? Curiosity killed the cat, all right, mate? How are you? I think your car's coming in. Brooks, you bringing her car in for the other bulb or something? I was going to say, no. Oh, I don't know. I was going to say your resting heart rate is 50 is bradycardic. No, I've had it down as low as 42. But that's my resting heart rate is about 50. 48 to 52-ish. That's my resting heart rate. I think that comes from my girlfriend says that I'm too laid back and I'm almost horizontal. Well, that's what I want to be like. I'm like, do it tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. I mean, I'm a little bit obsessed. Not obsessed. No, I'm a little bit obsessed with heart rate. I think heart rate to me your heart's your engine. Because when my dad was dying and my mum, basically the heart. I don't get this. The heart takes your fluid away from your lungs. I'm like, how does it do that? I don't know. Yeah, you know, you're right, but you know, my girlfriend's not worried about it, and it's all. And I've never smoked, which is a good thing. I haven't got a big girth, which is another good thing, and I don't drink alcohol. You know, if you want to do them things, great. But I think as you get older, you're going, I wish I hadn't done them. What they do, then their ankles swell up, don't they? It's your heart. Your heart is the thing. Your heart one day, and if you think about it, beats, even say 50 beats a minute, right? 50 beats every minute. So in 10 minutes, it's done 500. So if you're up in the 80s, in 10 minutes, it's done like 800. You're thinking, shit, and that's only 10 minutes in a day. There's 10 minutes in an hour, and you think how many times that heart has beaten. And what it is, apparently, it's to do with when it beats, when it flushes, when it pumps the thing round. What it does is it doesn't clear out the bottom chamber properly. But again, don't listen to me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm very aware of stuff. I'm very aware of my body and how it works, and like the bad stuff, like the visceral. That's the trouble. Men, we store the visceral fat inside, which is the bad stuff. Ladies, actually, fairly store it on the outside, which makes me think, oh, I look fat. But do you know what? I wished that I had no visceral fat, but it went around my legs and my backside. I really do, because I can see it. I can't see the bad stuff. And you can be. This is the trouble. If you're someone skinny, someone who's bigger, they could be healthier. But what it is, we just assume, we assume that you're big or you're lazy. It isn't necessarily like that. There is a healthy way, and you really got to go to your doctor. Your doctor's the one. You go to the doctor, send you for a medical, and they do your heart rate, they check your blood sugars, all this sort of stuff, and I'm amazed how much information they can get from a blood, and you think, wow, you should go. I went for one. Yeah, look, I'm going to go for another one, because this was 15th of the 7th, 25, and my blood pressure was 111 over 60. My total cholesterol was 3.66, which I don't know what that is. It's got to be 5 or under. Yeah. High density lipoprotein. What's that? Why can't they just say, I don't know, whatever it is? That's 1. I should be above 1. Right, and that's 1.3. TC to HDL ratio. What the fuck's that when it's home? 2.8. 71. Weight, 71 kilos. Body mass index is 24.3. See, BMI is, I don't think it's a very good thing there, is it? And they use the calipers, don't they, measure your thing. 243. I'd done what was it? I remember going up to Regent's Park, and there was a 10K. I think it was a 10K or half marathon. I think it was a 10K. And I remember coming, because they'd done a study, right, in the 70s, and it was, what they found was 220 minus your age is your maximum heart rate. But that was for 10,000 people that done it. It's a good rule of thumb. So you do 220 minus your age, and that's your maximum. And I can't remember what age I was. And I remember my heart got to, I think it was 199. Coming up to the finish, because there was someone I wanted to take him, and he'd been in front of me the whole race, and I was like, I've got to take him. And I weren't winning. There was loads of people who'd won. But anyway, and I remember going over the line, and I threw up, and I still remember it was like 199. I was like, shit. I felt shit, but I felt all right after. You should recover, didn't you? That's what it is. It's how quickly you recover. All right, Matt. What it is when you exercise, it's how quickly your heart goes back to its resting. But obviously, what you have to do is you shouldn't listen to me, because this is the internet, and I keep warning everybody, don't listen to the internet. Go to proper people with certificates on their wall, like your doctor. And there's nothing wrong. When was the last time you had a medical? Yeah, it is, but it's really, I think, I'm about 73 kilos. I'm seem to be staying around 73.4 or something, about that. I wanted to be, I don't know why, I've always wanted to be 10 stone. And I thought, 68, which is 10 stone 10. I thought, yeah. But I did get to 66, which even I thought, ooh, you look too, like, everything's really drawn. And I thought, no, but I've settled on 70 to 74. I'm happy. If I stay in there, I'm happy with that. But it's how you feel, isn't it? If you look in the mirror and you go, yeah, I like how I look, and are your clothes fitting you? Are they getting a bit like, I don't know, I can't quite do them up? And you know what you want to look like, innit? Would I want a six pack? No, we've all got six packs, but would I want a visible six pack? I'm going to say no, because I'm not dedicated enough to have it. How's my day been? All right, actually, I've got a new laptop. It's a Yoga or something, a Lenovo Yoga or something. Don't know. I'm looking forward to using it, but I know for a fact I'm going to get. This is a pain in the arse, because all the stuff. The Google ain't a problem, but it's like the new. I don't know. It'll be. Oh shit! I ain't got that app. Now I've got to download that, and I go. Oh, I ain't got that. Oh, I ain't got that, and now I've got to remember like your Windows password and I don't know, your Dropbox, and there's God, it's going to be a pain. It's good though because it's 32 RAM, and it's a one terabyte SSD, so it should like boot up, boom, like that. But we'll wait and see. I'll either think it's shite. Well, I'm going to have to leave them both going, and I'm going to literally go because I'll be doing like today. I wanted to put a car on the website, and I thought I can't be pounced about trying to. I'm going to use this fast. It's called Faststone Resizer to resize the pictures because my brother takes them on his phone, and they're like 4 or 5 meg, which is too big. You don't need them that big. You're doing that, do 100%, it's like gone off the screen, isn't it? You need like 7 screens to see the size of that picture. You don't need them that big. Anyway, I reduce them, so even a silly thing like that. Oh, I've got to remember that. Then what are the settings in that? Because I've got them set that I want it a certain size for the website. Because if they're a different size, I don't know. It's that's the trouble when you don't. I'm not an IT person. I know how to use IT, obviously, and I'm pretty good with it, but it wasn't a good thing you get rid of all the shitty apps you didn't need. Or I download Ookla Speed Test, an app. I don't need that. You can just go on Google, do speed test, and it does it for you. Good thing with Google is it puts everything back, doesn't it? But yeah, you know, I don't know. Look, you shouldn't listen to me for your medical. This is not medical advice. Anyone who listens to medical advice off the internet, I'm thinking, really? What do you think your doctor's doing? What do you think your doctor's doing? You should go and have a medical. You're worried? What about? What are you worried about? Catch you, kill the G. No, I won't. I don't. That's not a gaming one. It's good, but and you know there's no charger now. You charge it via the USB-C. I'm like, wow, that's good. That's a good thing actually. Because USB-C you can pump more power down it, can't you? So that's actually a sensible thing. Be interesting to see how long the battery lasts. My old one, yeah, I've had it 7. Got in 2019 years. My mum died in 20, and we wanted to do when she was in hospital, we was going to do a Zoom call in 2020, and the sound wouldn't work, and I could have sent it back because it was under warranty, and I didn't. It worked right good now, so I've had it all that time, and you can still in the morning I can still do about an hour's work on it before the batteries before it says it needs power. What you should do, what I do is I won't charge it to 100%, or if I do, I'll leave it on for like 15 minutes, and I don't get it. I'll let it go down to about, I don't know, 5%, 10%. But what I've noticed now, it gets to about 20%, and it seems like you think, because the battery is knackered, obviously. I'm doing that, Kyle. I'm not. I'm sort of looking forward to use my new laptop. Keep pushing. Always stand behind creator who put their heart into what they keep pushing. I don't really want success really. I'm just me. I just do these. Yeah, it only works for work, mate. And they was like, there's rubbish that laptop. You need another one. Oh God, I'll go and buy one. Can't be bothered. I'll buy one. It will make. I don't think it'll make any difference. But you know what it'd be like? I've done what I'm told. I love doing what I do. I like doing what I'm told. It's easier. It's easier. I want an easy life. I don't want to think. I don't want to think about anything. I like. You know, my life is. I don't want to think. I want to be neutral all the time. It's neutral. I don't want to engage it. I want to be neutral. How old? What? The old one? 7. Well, I got in 19, so that's 7. It's 7 years, isn't it? Only about 7 years. And it still works pretty good actually, but even I will admit, even I've noticed it's getting a little bit. I tell you, it's not slow. You know what it is? It's all the shite that you run in the background. OneDrive is like Christ. OneDrive is like giant haystacks eating. It just takes so much memory away, and you can always tell. Do Control Alt and Delete Taskmaster, and it shows you all the list of what's working. And you're thinking, it's taking all the RAM. It's like, I don't know, it might only be 8 gig of RAM or whatever, and it's just like, it's using like 7.9. It does, but even your laptops, what you do in the end, and someone told me this a long time ago, he said, no, nothing gets wrong with computers. What it is, you just get more proficient. So because you're more proficient, he said, your RAM is like cupboards, and you got loads of cupboards, and what it is, you're doing stuff, so loads of stuff in this cupboard's working, and what it is, you filled up all the cupboards. So you end up getting more RAM. He said, but you fill more cupboards up, and you just get more, you're doing more stuff. we're expecting them to do more stuff. And you just sit, you just sit and look at the other little hard disk light. Just look at it. It never stops. Never stops. It's like you think, what's it doing? Even sitting there doing nothing, it's doing something. And you think, what's that? And Windows is a bit shite with it. I've got an Apple, I've got a Mac, and that is. I really should get a Mac. I should have got the Mac really, but the software we can't use Mac. I can use Parallels, but I don't know. Must have it. Man, you live long. You're talking about the ballroom. What? Ballroom? What are you on about? No, I'm talking about laptops. We're talking about, and the desktops now, they don't really have towers. I think it's being built for me. Huh? What's being built for you? Am I transgender? No, I drive automatic. Is that a Volkswagen? Am I a transporter? No. What, like robots in disguise? Is that how it goes? I don't know. I'm not really a robot. I'm going to act like a robot. I'm as efficient as a robot, but no, I don't. I'm not a robot in disguise. Weird, isn't it? What the point? Have you stopped using crowns? Are you using crown? Are you up to pens and paper yet, or are you still using crowns? Yeah, Dean, what are you doing on here? Dean, are you here? Say hello if you are. He's team LinkedIn. I love it. He's probably disappeared. He won't talk. It's too important. What's it? Are they? I don't know, mate. They're a bit odd. What's it? Are you what? Are you? Oh, you don't look efficient, old man. Hang on. Do you seriously want to be efficient? I want to be inefficient at work. I'm the boss. I don't do anything. I just pretend I do stuff. I went shopping and all. I got my laptop and I went shopping. I went to McDonald's to use their toilets. I got toilets? No. They got toilets at McDonald's. I went to McDonald's. Anyway, and I thought, shall I get McDonald's? And I thought, no, I had McDonald's last night. So I thought, no, I can't have that again. And I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow night. I can't go see my girlfriend. She got a cold. So. Right, I've got a bit. Oh, hang on. I've got Matt. Is it Matt? Right, listen. I've got a little story for you. I've got a Garmin here. Right, and what I found was when I had I can't think of the make. It was a heart rate monitor. This was back in, I don't know, probably 30 years ago. Heart rate monitors just come out, and you wore a band around here. Looked like a bra. Anyway, you wore a band round here, and then that transmitted the heart rate. That's probably more accurate than this. It transmitted to the watch. The big thing was like, yeah, a smart train. You got a train in the zone and all this. Anyway, and I got one, and I used to use it, set the zones. You know, I want to train between, I don't know, 120 and 160 or something, and I don't want to be above or below. I want to be, that's what I set, and you narrow it down, whatever you want to do. Load of bollocks really, because it ain't my job anyway. But you get obsessed with, isn't it? You think, oh, it's going to improve. No, what'll improve it is run your nuts off a lot, you know, and go and do some hills. Go and do some hills that are like that, and run up them. Like, don't walk, and when you're knackered, run even harder. That's how you push yourself out of your comfort zone. Anyway, and I remember, you'd be obsessed with numbers, isn't it? And then I stopped using it, and I love my running then. And I've got another Poxy watch, and what am I doing? You take it, and it's like, why am I doing that? Why? I stopped, and I set it tonight, and I'm going, why are you doing it, you dickhead? Why? What for? Does it matter if I do it in 30 minutes, 28 minutes, or 37 minutes? It don't. And really, I shouldn't care about anything. I should run hard. And I did. On the way back, I ran hard. I couldn't catch them on the way out. There was two at the front, and they were like gone. So I got down in the chip shop, and I came back, picked up the last lot. Right, I didn't have to come back. I said, no, we should come back. All the front ones should come back, because you get a longer run then, don't you? Anyway, and on the way back, I thought, well, I need to push this now. I need to up again. I've got a cold, so that's holding me back a bit. And I've done them. But 3/4 of the way back, I overtook them. We only do 5K. We didn't go, there's another lot who do 7K. But I'm thinking, why the feck did I set my watch? Why? What for? What, to do Strava? And I've even logged out of Strava, and I still get this like thumbs up because because I want to do secret training and all. Wales, I'm not from Wales. I feel like a whale. That's why I try and do my thing. You should, was it? Don't mention biscuits. Well, no, this is me. This is me. You might say like, no, I want to track my steps and I want to do my sleep and I want to see all you've got up. It's like, I don't want to. I wear it and I do like it. When I've done London to Brighton, not run, cycle, I like it for that because certain things I like it, but like I've done a 10-mile race with my son and it's like, I don't need to know. There was a chip. You had a chip on your shoe, so you went up at the end. They give you your number. They give you a print off. They give you a print off of your time. I've got it here somewhere, and I thought that was brilliant. You don't need it. What's this? Do you think the silence of a man after a breakup affects the woman more than chasing her? Affects her? What do you want to affect her? Don't you like eggs? Well, I like cabbage cream eggs. I don't know. But that's my fault. You should, if you want to watch, get one. I mean, I've got a Garmin. I like it. It is good. But the point is, just you get obsessed with numbers, isn't it? Numbers are a pain in the arse. Because what are you going to do if you're not training what you think you should train? Then you're going, I need to do. No, it's not your job, is it? It's not your job, and you just have to run hard. That's it. That phone is for Kia. I ring Kia Starmer up. It goes through at number 10. Sometimes it goes to the red room or number 10. And that's about it, really. Don't go anywhere interesting. Used to go to the Palace, but I don't bother now. I've cut them off. I've diverted theirs to my mobile, and I'll just cut them off. I block them. So like Buckingham Palace is ringing. Get rid of them. Do I have any Greeks? What are they? What, Greek salad? Nah, I wouldn't eat that. Ugh, salad. Who'd eat salad? Oh, let me think about that. Toffee or some lettuce. Oh, yeah, so that's a tough one, that is. Eating toffee and not giving a toss. Yes, I've succeeded. Running and don't really care how quick I go. Yes, I've succeeded. And when you do races. That races tell you your pace. That's what happens. Yes, I agree. You should, you do it because I want to do 6 mile. How good for that? I suppose they're good for that. You time it. You look at the GPS and it shows you where you've been. You think, oh, that's 6. Go and do a route. You think, oh, that's handy. That's 6 mile, 7 mile, 5 mile, 3 mile, whatever in it. But if you go and do park run, you don't need your watch for park run. They send you time. Literally, when you finish, they send you your time, don't they? Am I monetised? What do you mean on here? What, on here? No. What do you mean monetised? What, like, do I get money for coming on here? No. Don't want to be monetised. I wouldn't want to be monetised because then it'd be a job, wouldn't it? And then no one wants to go to work. This is what makes me laugh. All these knobs that are on the internet earning money, they don't want to go to work, and they've actually become the hardest job ever is to be a creator, isn't it? But you forgot my name. I have, mate. You did tell me. I told you I forget it. I forget millions of times. Millions of times. I will remember it one day. If you follow me enough, I'll remember it. Someone from YouTube rang me today. Phone rang. I thought, oh, didn't know a number. Anyway, I always answer it. Well, unless I don't want to. Unless I don't want to. Anyway, I answered it. Hello. At least told me who he was. I went, hello. And, chatting away. About a 20-minute phone call, really. Quite nice. He said, oh, sorry to do it. I said, no, don't be sorry. I was happy. But what was you talking about? I can't remember what I was talking about. Monetised. No, I'm not monetised. Why would people want to pay you? I don't understand. You really want to pay people on these apps to watch them? Really? God, there's something wrong with you, isn't there? Why would you want to pay them? Why don't you just get a McDonald's and just use the money you're going to spend paying these people? Just buy your McDonald's and have a McDonald's fund. Have a McDonald's slush fund. And every time you got the urge to pay someone who's creating, how is anybody a creator? All right, Mark. What do you mean handsome? Beautiful, maybe. I can't believe people think they're creators. No. I'd say a surgeon, they're a creator. They create you being well. What's that? Check down below. Ah, good. They're creating nothing. What are they doing? What a dunderhead. What's a dunderhead? Bookers? What's Bookers? Bookers? That's in Cash and Carry, isn't it? Bookers? Joanna, hello. Bookers? What are you about, Bookers? How's the cold? That's not that good, mate. Gutted, I was struggling running. Well, I was struggling, we done 5k. I was struggling on the way out. But my girlfriend, she's not very happy with me, Mark. She's got it. I'm not going to go tomorrow. I'm banished. She's got the Cambridge cold. So I'm going to give it to all them at work. I'm going to breathe into a bag and stick it in their face. Well, no, it's Tuesday, isn't it, Mark? I go on Wednesday, don't I? So I don't go on a Tuesday. But yeah, so no, I won't be going tomorrow. I need to turn my blanket on. I need to go and turn my blanket on, really. Actually, I might go. I'm going to turn it on. I'll desert you. Ah. Ah. I really want a coffee, but I can't really be asked to make one. That's good news about nothing else needed. But yeah, I'm not allowed. She's very, very. Oh, me? Oh, Matt. Oh, Mark. What's this? Gaza Cambridge. Ipswich is better anyway than what? Where do I run? Well, I'm a Plumstead runner. That's my running club. Or not my running club. The running club I joined. I joined it in 1997. I've always run because I used to do motocross, but I thought running clubs, you had to be good, and I don't know, it's a bit like, oh, I'm not good enough, and not like that at all. It's good to be with like-minded individuals, really, and I like it because it was more like a drinking club, not a running club. Man, I wish my dad would also run. Hello, Grace. So we know where to find you, then. Find me? What, come and do me or something? If it's going to benefit it, do you? Oh, does she? Anyway, yeah, no, I joined, but I wished I joined sort of like when I started running, really, when I packed up motocross. I wish I'd joined the club then, really, because you got like-minded people. And what I like though is the first time I went there, first Wednesday night, we come out there about 12 o'clock. It was like, oh my God, this is a drinking club or a running club. I mean, I wasn't drinking. No, I weren't drinking. So I cycled up there, and I'm like, oh God, you come out at 12 o'clock and I've got to cycle home after running. You think, oh God. Anyway, and it was great. It was good, and sadly a lot of people have passed away now because obviously we get older, and people just die, don't they? Unfortunately, which is really annoying, really unfair. And tonight I run with Dancing Runners, but yeah, it's just good to be in a club, really. But then some people are a bit like, oh God, they just want to talk about running. It's like, I don't want to talk about running. Stuff I talked about cars. Do you really think cars are interesting? You want to talk about cars all night? Really? If you're into cars, you really want to talk about it all night. Don't you want to talk about fishing or getting your leg over or cake or holidays or, I don't know, stuff? Don't you want to talk about other stuff than your work? Or, your niche. What's your niche? Surely it's boring, isn't it? You run around, yeah, Dancing Park. Dancing Runners, they're a good club. The Dancing Runners, to me, that's what I remember Plumstead Runners used to be like. Plumstead Runners used to be good. But sadly, people die, I remember, I don't know, some people, it's sad, Like Ray cycling to the club on a Wednesday night, was the chairman. never didn't see him, and he had a heart attack in the park, cycling through the park. I mean, luckily no one could, no us lot found him, you know, but he was found the next morning. You know, his lights were still flashing on his bike. He was there 5 o'clock in the morning. I think a dog walker found him. You know, you just think, wow, you know, but none of us know where it's gone there. Eddie, he was the treasurer bloke, and he was all right, but then he felt a bit unwell when he had cancer. He went, oh, you know, and he just, in the end, looked like his face was massive. Probably the drugs he was on, I don't know, steroids or whatever he was on. And he went, Big John, you know, oh, just so Vic, you know, there's loads of people, you know, but that's the trouble, isn't it? You know, all your mates, and you just, I don't know, people have passed. Yeah, they do, but the trouble is, I don't really like it much now. They have minutes at the meetings, and we used to just, it used to be like, just, Eddie was the treasurer. He was never going to nick any money, and he had a book, and he said, do you want to look at the book? And we were all like, why? You ain't nicked any money, have you? But that's what it was like. But you have to be careful when you run a club, because obviously you need protection, because obviously if someone did steal money or someone gets accused, so it should be run, it is run correctly now, but I miss what it used to be like. It wasn't quite so, you know, formal. And the trouble is, it becomes formal. Usually things that are informal become formal. Like Dance and Runners, it's not a proper running club. They have coaches there that are, you know, we don't really have many minors there, but there's some. And there's no, they haven't got a place they meet. They just meet in the park, sort of thing. They don't have a changing rooms and all this sort of stuff. That's another thing, like changing rooms. You've got to think, if you've got kids there, they can't shower at the same time. And I don't know, it's gone well. The world's got, it's good to protect people, but sometimes it goes a little bit too far, doesn't it? But Dance and Runners is great, because it's like, you know, they'll have a party, they'll have a drink, and, you know, they're just a great bunch of people, and they have and when you see them, they're all like, their pictures like they're having a laugh, you know. And there's only one person I don't like there, Dean, because he beat me in that 10-miler. Can't fucking believe it. Literally, he was obviously stronger than me, like about 9 mile. He done me on 9 mile, or about 9.5 mile. He done me. He took me up this hill, and I just couldn't quite catch him. And I see him tonight. I went, I don't like you now. He went, well, you know, you run slow. You pay the price, isn't it? I went, now the challenge is on, isn't it? Now I've got to beat him. I said, you won't do another race, will you? So you retire on top. But that's good. That's a good thing with like that being in a club, and you get that banter, don't you? And I remember when there was, because there's always someone that you want to beat, isn't there? They're a bit better than you, and you just want to beat them, and that's good, because it's rivalry, isn't it? And you want that, really, because that makes you try a bit harder, doesn't it? If they're, especially, I know when I used to race bikes, you'd always really want to go training with someone who's a bit quicker than you, because that pushed you on a bit, that made you improve. All gone a bit political. Well, it's sort of asked, next time racing Dean, attached to Fifi. No, please, he beat me. But, you know, when I see him there, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to do him. And he done it. I'm like, oh, no, I can't believe it. But I did have a cold. There, I am going to make an excuse. When we went to my son, I went round my son's, took him there, and I got a cold, and I took a whole roll of toilet paper. And I think by the time I'd gone there, the floor in his car, literally, I got like so much bog paper because I've been blowing my nose. And my son said all he could hear for 5 miles, because my son done me, he done me at 5.5, he was gone, 6 mile. He said all he could hear was me coughing and blowing my nose. I was going like that, just get the snot out. So it probably affects you. That's my excuse. That's why they beat me. So I don't know if I beat my son anymore. I think he's done it. Although my daughter, she said the other day she's done a 29 park run. I'm like, oh, bloody hell, she's going to beat me and all now. I can't believe it. I feel like I'm old now. How old? 62. Thoughts on the moon landings? Don't know, really. A bit long ago, mate. It's too long ago now. And who's landing on now? What this week, or like the original one? No, actually, I'm pleased my son's beat me because that he should be. He's younger than me, and he's half my age, so he should beat me. But it's still gutting because then like you've like now and you miss the days when you were good, innit? When you used to, when you were fitter, when you were fitter. I'm still fit now, but I'm not as fast as I was when I was younger, which is natural, isn't it? But you still want to be. Dean, no, I don't know how old he is. He's probably same similar sort of age to me. But what I mean is every on a Tuesday and Thursday night, and he's never that good, I'm always miles ahead. Just shows you he's a dark horse, I tell you. He's a dark horse. Maybe I was struggling more than I think. Maybe my cold was like, I don't know, maybe because I got to 5 mile, I was fine. Well, not fine, snotting like that, but really. And then I'll tell you, I got to about 6.5 mile, and I thought, don't walk, and then walk a bit, run a bit, walk a bit, and then yes, that's over. Once you do that, finished, and you think you useless twit. Why don't you just keep going? But you can't, and there's no shame in walking, but you don't really want to because you set your goal. I want to do. I thought I don't know how long it's going to take me. I thought I want to do 2 hours. I've got to do under 2 hours, and I've done 1:43 or something, or 1:45. So I was quite pleased with that. But you still want to do quicker, wouldn't you? And I did think I beat my son, and I deliberately wore a top that wasn't very bright. I thought I want to blend in. I couldn't get away from him. If I'd have got away, we shook hands, and I said, right, this is how we do it. Whoever's useless is collateral, is damaged. They're damaged goods. You leave them. You leave them on the side of the road. You leave them. They're roadkill. They're gone. Whoever's slowest, tough, they're getting left. I said, because they're going to meet at the end anyway. I said, we ain't running together. I said, because if you're strong, you got to go, and if I'm strong, I'm definitely going. Unless there's something wrong with you and you've got to ring an ambulance, then I'll hang around. But if it ain't, I'm off. And I said, you should be the same. And that's what it should be like. It's a race, isn't it? It's a proper race. But I think when I run with my daughter, I don't think I'm going to run with her. But I fancy running, but then not going over the finish, but then going back for her. But then she might beat me, innit? She might be like be like all these plans. It'd be like shit. She was in front of me. So I'm looking. I'm not running. I hope my son does enter because if I get to run with both of them, that'd be good, wouldn't it? And you can't buy that, can you? You can't buy that. Like running with the kids, it'd be like, yeah, I love it. Like running with my son at that race, it was great. He'd give me a lift down. I think he used to be my little baby. Look, he's driving me down in his car, his nice car, and then we've done this race together. And you think, oh, that's brilliant, isn't it? That's good memories, isn't it? He's doing London. I haven't got a place in London. If I'd had a place in London, then I probably would have. I would have been much better. I'd be much quicker than I am now. But that's a good thing. If you'd done that, it would have pushed me to make me do the training, isn't it? Because the training is what makes you. It's the effort. The effort you put in. Whether you're losing weight, saving money, you're training for a marathon, or anything. The effort you put in gives you the good results, isn't it? When it's a tough journeys give the sweetest results, don't they? If you struggle with your weight and you lose weight, it's so sweet, isn't it? That is just like, wow, you've done really well, haven't you? From where? Stock? Oh, yeah. Thoughts on Freeman? I don't know, mate. I've done some photography work for the Freemasons there. I don't know what you call it. Their ladies' festival things, isn't it? Have I had any bad injuries in running? No, not really. I'm on my toes at the moment, my right foot. This is trouble. When you exercise, you get ill, don't you? You get injuries, and I don't know what it is. It's 2 toes. I went to my doctor, and he sort of went, "Yeah, you're getting old, really." I thought, I said, "Is there anyone I can go and pay?" No. ACL. Oh, I've done my ACL, mate. I've done both of them. One was motocross, and one was skiing. So no, I've never really had any bad injuries from running. Blisters, normal blisters and that sort of stuff. Shin splints. As much as I love running is really not good for your knees. You need no impact. No impact is the best. That's why cycling, swimming is really good. Although, what I found is, if you've done lots of swimming and cycling, you don't improve your running because you need to run. Running is hard. Running is hard work, isn't it? Running, I was talking to Stephen, like my mate at the club, and I cycled up there on my bike, and he went, "Oh, yeah, I used to have a Carbon." He said, "Oh, it's nice, isn't it?" But he gave it to his niece. He said, "Trouble with cycling." He said, "Oh, I've got to go out for like 3 hours cycle to do the same as an hour's run," and that's about right, really. It feels that way. Have you ever run an obstacles? No, I'll tell you what I do. There's one down at Devon. It's called the Grizzly. Oh, it's a bastard. It's like, I don't know. They don't even know how long it is. They just say it's an event. It's some event. It's called the Grizzly. It's down at Seaton in Devon, and it's just horrible. I like cross country. Cross country's a good mud. Yeah, I'll have a bit of mud. But you got to make sure your shoes are done up. Yeah, cross country's good. We do a cross country series. It's like 5 mile. I don't know. I need to start doing them really, but I think they've stopped now. I'll need to do it next year. I did say this year. I said I'll do them all, but I didn't get a chance really because I go and see my girlfriend, innit? Swimmer. I like swimming, but I'm not that good at it. I'm a good swimmer. I can swim, but I'm a proficient swimmer, but I'm not very fast, which is pretty crap. I mean, I do front crawl and I try and breathe every 5 strokes if I can, because I think you should breathe. My understanding is you should breathe each side because you get a strong side. I'm right-handed, so I would tend to breathe on my right-hand side. Doesn't care about your comment. What did you put? Well, not really. I'm going to block you then. That's what I'm going to do. Hang on. I'll give you a chance. Do you want me to block you? Do you want me to block you? Yes or no? It's quite simple. Do you want me to block you? I've got no patience, and you've done it in now. Do you want me to block you? Yes or no? You're that thick, you don't understand the question. Do you want me to block you? Yes or no? You're a regular? No, you're not a regular. You might be a regular going to the toilet, but you ain't a regular. Mate, you ain't got any regular common sense or intelligence. Go away. Got any medals from the sports? No, not medals. You get medals when you run, don't you? I've got some up here. That was the last one, this one here. Look, this Canterbury 10 more. These are various, I don't know, ultra. That was an ultra height. I don't know. That's London to Brighton, that one. Cycle. I can't do it this year because we're going to a party. Hang on a minute. Time out. What's that? Don't talk to him like that. I'll block you and all then. Have you ever any? Do you have any vans? No, not really. Tell me vans, they're plus VAT, and people don't want to pay the VAT. We don't really get many vans, but mainly because we sell all the Motability cars. So the Motability cars are just we buy them direct from Motability. We don't really buy off the public. Public drive you mad, don't they? You're boring. All right, see you later. Yeah, I'm boring, but my finger's got the power, mate. Now you shut you up, hasn't it? Do I still want to ride in your van? Not really. Why would I want to ride in your van? Anyway, I suppose I should go in a minute. But yeah, I enjoy exercise. I think everyone should. I wished everybody did. I wish everybody enjoyed it. And you haven't got to be mad. You can go for a walk. Tomorrow morning I'll probably go for a walk. Do a lot of mobility sales. Yeah, so all we sell. All we sell is Motability. We buy direct from Motability. We can buy cars to order. So if there's a car on there, if someone wants a car, we can always look for it. But they're only going to be, well, from a year-old to 5-year-old or something. You don't really get much older than that. Yeah, I'm going to do a walk tomorrow. I could go to the gym, but I'm probably going to go to... I might run tomorrow night, I'll see. Or I might... I don't know if they've got any walk. I think they do a walking section. If they do a walking section, I might go and do a walk. I might walk tomorrow night. But tomorrow morning, 10k. No, I wouldn't do 10k. No, the hardest thing I've done was a 50k walk with my kids. It's there. They've got the medal there. It was a 50k hike, and that's the hardest thing I've ever done. 11 and a quarter hours, we were on our feet. 72,000 steps. I'm like, oh my God. And I just thought, 50k, that's a piece of cake. Oh God, no way, I wouldn't do it again. No, I didn't have any blisters, no blisters. My daughter had them. my daughter had him with this bloke. I think he fancied my daughter. He kept like hanging around us, and I'm not going, Mark. I'm not going tomorrow. I told you I'm not allowed. She's got a cold, didn't she? So I'm not going. I'm banished. Because they done one from Macmillan. It was 26 mile. It was from Eastbourne to Brighton or something like that. I can't remember. But it was boiling hot, and they said they didn't ask me. They done it with their mates and that, and I was quite envious. I thought, oh, I would have liked to have done that again because I get to spend time with my kids. Because I'm selfish, you know. I want to spend time with my kids, and that's quality time. It's just me and them, isn't it? Anyway, and I said we're doing another one. We're going to do this one if you want to come and do it. I said, yeah, definitely. And when they said it's 50k, I thought, it's like 30 mile. Yeah, it's a piece of cake, isn't it? You can walk 10 mile, 15 mile, easy, isn't it? But run it, yeah, would be good. But, don't know. Someone done the whole lot. I think we got to the halfway checkpoint and someone had run the whole 100k in the whole... What? How the heck do you do that? Machines. Some people are just absolute machines, you know. And you think, how'd you do that? But it was the hardest thing I've done. You know what it was? It's just time on your feet. Time on your feet. Cycle 30 mile, nothing. It's a nothing. I would have just done it, boom, easy. Even on my old Peter Pannier bike, would have been simple. But it's time. It's time on your feet. And then my feet are hurting, my legs, my knees, and we got Voltarol. We stopped in queue. And there was a Tesco, and I went in there, I had Voltarol. It was like, you know, I won the lottery. I love it. And you put it on, it's obviously in your mind, because you literally put it on in about 30 seconds. Like, my knees are not hurting. Lovely. Get walking. Get going. And in the cab on the way home, we're just like, all gone. It was 90 quid for the cab. It could have been 900 quid. I just want to get home. You know, you just think, I just want to get home. With all these plans, we'll get the train back and all this. It's like, no, I don't care. We're getting a taxi. Got an Uber, turn up, door to door. I said, I'll pay. And the trouble is, they got back here, right? And then my son had to then drive home. Yeah, because they dropped us here, because they come here in the morning. Then we went from here in a taxi. Madness, absolutely crazy. But, you know, I didn't care. I was straight in bed when I did I have a shower? I think I had a shower. But the next morning, I thought, nothing's up. I couldn't believe it. Didn't hurt at all. I think I took 2 paracetamol. Ibuprofen or something. 2 of them. I was fine. But my son was in a bad way, and my daughter, she wasn't all. It's too long. How these people do these? I know people do ultras and this. How can you do that? And run 50 mile, 60 mile, 100 mile. One someone in the club went to do this 200 mile race. 200 mile. He got to 130 mile and gave up. It was just too much. He stopped. No, it was another 3 of them. They went down to Yorkshire. They left at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. 4 o'clock in the morning. Drove all the way to Yorkshire to do this like 60 mile race. I'd done it. Got to this church hall at the end, and they laid down for 2 hours, went to sleep, and then drove back. And I'm like, how'd you do that? They're just mad. I don't get these people. They're mad. 50k is more than a marathon. You coach with? No. Off that, sorry. 50k it's no, I had a bone to pick with them. They're called ultra events, right? Now, to me, 50k, 10k, 6.2. So, okay, that's fine, 6.2. 5 of them, because it's 50k. So that's 31 mile. And it got to like, I don't know, you see the 29 mile, and you think, oh, fuck, we've got 1 mile left, that's it. Good, it's over. Or 2 miles, and it was over. And, you know, there was no more signs, was there? I'm thinking, what's this? And I'm sure it was like 32.8 miles or something. I mean, we were just knackered. We were unfit. We're knackered. Loads of food at the end. You don't really want to eat it, do you? You literally want to eat tons of stuff. We had, what was it? I don't know what you called it. Yeah, marathon's 42, isn't it? I think a marathon's 42. Yeah, I'm sure a marathon's 42. It's not 60, it's 42, isn't it? What's this? Would love to know the mania. Mate, they're mental, I tell you. They're mental. I've seen them. They just do these. They do these ultras, and they're going like, I don't know. I think one was in Battersea Park, and they run for 24 hours. So what's that all about? But some people can do it. I mean, I'm like, God, marathons, 26 miles, that's a bloody long way, isn't it? That's why they invented cars. I've done them, but I don't like them. 10k is the best, isn't it? 10k is over, isn't it? An hour, pff, bosh. You know, hour. Like this one, was it 8th of March? I can't wait. You know, it's 10k. It's like, starts at 8 in the morning, like 9 o'clock, I've finished. Love it. Well, it won't be. I'll probably run back for my daughter. But what are we going to be? I ain't going to any more than like hour 15, is it? Max. We won't finish. Then we've got the rest of the day, haven't we? To go out for lunch and eat loads of shite, really, isn't it? But I do enjoy exercise, but I just think some people, I think maybe it's that like I've got to push myself to the extreme, isn't it? But I don't like that. I like hotel rooms, don't you? How long did that 50k? It took us 11 and a quarter hours we were on our feet. What it is, it was a 12-hour cut-off. Right, we were doing the hike, but you weren't allowed to run it because we were doing the hike. The hike is the walk. You could run it. It was a 2-day event. They do 50k. So they do 50. It's 100k. It's the whole thing, and they split it over 2 days. But you don't have to stop. You can literally just you get to the halfway. They check your number or whatever. Off you go. Because we got there, and it's dark, pitch black. And then what was this? There was you see all these people. They got all these like I don't know torches and that on, and they're off. They're not even stopping. They're just getting to 50k and they're carrying on walking. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just get a car, come home. Just come home. You've got a home. You don't need to. What are you proving? It's might have a matter, isn't it? I guess. Do you mean to ask? Have you ever had your hard drive checked? Hard drive checked? Is that what you call it? Well, I've got many girlfriends check my hard drive, mate. I mean, I don't know what. Maybe you haven't got any. I don't know. Have you got a girlfriend? I don't know. Don't be jealous because I've got a girlfriend, mate, and they check my hard disk. But that's up to you. I don't know. A hard disk. Not sure what you mean, really. You might need to spell it out, mate. If you want to try and be a troll, you need to spell it out, don't you? Really? Why don't you report me then? Isn't it easier? There's some weird people, isn't there? Anyway, I'm going to go now because they're all crazies. The crazies are here. Who's that one? James. James, I like you because you seem like you're normal. You're normal. What you need to do is be like James. Be like James. See, he's normal. I like James. I don't know him, but I like it. I like you, James. I think you're normal, and I like you. James, I like you. You're one of my favourite. Who is it? Kieran. He rang me. I'm sitting there, I don't know, today, and my phone rang. I thought, I picked it up. Hello. He was chatting away, and it was like he was someone who watches me on YouTube. I was well chuffed. I thought, hello. Anyway, I'm going to go now because before the crazies do. Do you really mad? They all stay up so late, don't they? The crazy people. How old is James? I don't know. Ask him. I don't know. Ask him how old he is. I don't know. Hang on, you're asking me how old James? I don't even know. I don't even know him. So how would I know how old he is? Crazy people. No, they're not crazy. No, they're not crazy. What it is, they want to give the first impression that I'm a bit young. That's what they want to do. I'm a bit young and I've got no social skills. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask really silly questions. If you've got social skills, you don't ask them sort of questions. And there's no way they're in a decent job, a high paid job. No way. Impossible. If they are, my God, can you just imagine? We have no hope. Just a conservative? No, you're not. You're a troll. You're an absolute troll. You hide behind your thing. No marriage, thank God. Mate, YouTube make TikTok seem like Eton. I feel like I've gone to Eton University. Is it university? I feel like I've gone to Eton. I come into here and it's like calm and serene and all this sort of stuff. Down here, it's like, my God, But I suppose that's the thing. They ain't got nothing. If you think about it, the real crazy ones have got nothing to do. They've got no life skills. They've got no one to talk with. Johnny no mates, right? So they come in here and, oh no, well, we can pick on this old boy. Little do they know, they're trying to pick on the worst person, isn't it? You don't let it slide. What you have to do is the words you put down, you absolutely mean it. If I send you a letter and I'm going to go, oh, I didn't mean that. What? So I've written a letter, I put it in an envelope, I put a stamp on it, I put your address and I post it to you and go, I didn't mean that. And that's no different to typing it on a screen. You get letters, 26 letters, you put something together, your little gap, some more together, you make a sentence of words, you absolutely 1,000,000,000% mean it. If you come across as an idiot or a troll, no, it's not generational, you know exactly the words, you are clever enough to type them words, so you must know what you're doing. That to me shows, I'm not very clever, but some people make me seem like I'm Einstein. Don't get it. Well, you say you're generous, but you must know. So you would have gone to your nan and said something really horrible. You would have done that if you liked her. I don't believe that. You was at school, you'd have gone and said to your teacher, I'll take you on or something like that. Really? Seems a bit odd to me. You go to the police station and cane their window on their car, would you? Really? Do you really do that? Wow. Don't know. Or you just say words. Words do hurt people. Words do hurt. Well, not you, but some do. Some do. And they just... Your first impression is the impression that lasts with people. And your words and actions give people the impression of what you're like. The end. You know. And you have narcissistic behaviour. Me? Oh, but why are you watching then? Narcissistic, what? So you're going to call me a see you next Tuesday and I'm the bad one? Really? Wow. Seems a bit odd to me. You've obviously got zero skills, mate. You've got zero life skills. So you think I've been horrible? Wow. I'm not saying you, generally. My experience of YouTube is just, I don't know, not a very good experience. I'm not going to fail. I'm not going to stop. I'll get more moderators, and at some point we just get to a point where we go, we have no toleration for, it's going to be unfair because some people have actually apologised and they've started to behave, and I think, well, that's fine because everybody deserves a chance. Everybody deserves a chance. I think so. But some people just don't want a chance. They just want, what it is, they keep wanting to just push you a little bit. They want to push you a little bit. They want to see you triggered, and I'm going, wow, that's quite strange, really, isn't it? I don't really get what the benefit to trying to trigger me is. What's the benefit? You don't know me, and you're trying to, I don't know, you're trying to trigger me. Another one there, look, Eric. Gary, shut it, your ball bag. Is that the best you got, Eric? Eric, why are you immature, mate? Do you not know how to be an adult? No, I'm not saying you did. I didn't say you. I said generally people on here will call you that. I just, I'm allowed to be respected. I think I should respect everyone on here. But if you come and call me a ball bag or something like that, I'm going to what? And you command my respect. Really? Seems a bit odd to me. That's like saying I don't want to. I'm not going to come to work, but I want my wages. It's like, no, you can't have everything. You can't have everything you want. Sometimes you have to compromise. You might want to be a troll, but why don't you just have how about having a try and not being a troll? Give it a try. See what happens, isn't it? Gary, you fancy yourself? You sell some. You fancy yourself some? Sell some? Makes no sense, mate. Sell some. What's sell some? Sell some. No. Needs to be English, mate. They're bored on existential level, but they're not aware of it yet. Ligma? What's Ligma? Don't know what it is. Right, I'm going to go. Because I'm going to bed. So I'm going to say good night. But yeah, I'm learning. Look, YouTube, I'm learning it. I'm gradually building up the moderators. London. I'm building up the moderators. Once we get sufficient, I will chat to them all on the phone. This is what I've done in TikTok. Basically, the moderators, they know the coup. They know what to do. And once you get your community, we all decide what we think is acceptable. I think it's acceptable that everybody, me included, should feel safe. Nobody should be dissing me. Nobody should diss anyone else in the live. No one should be rude to anyone. And no one should be horrible to anyone. That's my rules. I can't enforce the rules yet because I've got to learn. I'm learning the ones that come back regular, and I'm keeping an eye on it, innit? And all I do is just at some point I'll go, now it stops. Now it stops. Well, be in the back. The only way you're going to confuse me is if you change your picture, change your name, because I remember things. I've got a pad and paper here. I'll start writing things down. And if you don't want to be a part of the community, that's fine. Carry on being horrible. But if you want to be a part of the community, I don't think I run quite good communities, I think. We should help one another. But you don't see any value in that. You just want to be rude. You just want to be rude and you think it's fun. Okay? Just think how you would like someone that knocks on your nan's door to talk to your nan. That's what you should be like when you're talking to other people, surely. Well, it's not really a youth club, is it? It's just, I don't care. Why would I care how old you are? I don't want anything from anyone. I don't want anything from anyone. I don't want your money. I don't want anything. I don't want to sort of chat you up on the side. What's that all about? I'm not into that at all. So what about my grandchildren then? What about them then? Small children. What about my grandchildren? Really? Well, it worries you because you're like that. It doesn't worry you. You're a troll. Do you know what? I'm going to block you. I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you a chance. Do you want me to block you, yes or no? Anyone in the last few minutes, right? Do you want me to block you? Wake up, pal. Do you want me to block you, yes or no? Do you want me to block you? It's simple, look. Do you want me... In a minute, I'm going to block you. You need to tell me if you want me to block you. I'm getting rid of some people. If you don't answer, I will make my mind up what I think of you and I will get rid of you. What do you want to do? Don't worry about what for. Do you want to be blocked or not? What ones? Tell me what one. Beer Mac? You can't take it. All right, you're going, mate. Right, see you later, Beer Mac. You had no chance, so there you go. Hide the user on this channel. Right, cut account. Hide the user on this channel. Well, we get rid of... I've got rid of a few, actually. Well, I'm going to wait. I'm going to build me moderators up. Well, I've got rid of a couple there. You just give them a chance and they just, I don't know. Adult children. Block this. What? Just joined in. What can? Don't really do anything, is it, Jay? I don't really do anything. All right, mate. Yeah, no, I'm going now anyway. I've got to go to bed. I don't really have a subject. I don't really have a subject. I just sit here and chat, and it's easier when people talk because obviously you talk back to them, and especially if someone sort of says that, "Oh, how'd you do it today? Did you sell any cars?" I don't know. Yeah, I've done sell some cars, or I like that BMW or something you got. It's conversation, look, it's not dating or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, you're going to meet your mates, and surely, none of you talk? You don't talk. It's like we're all going to meet in the pub and not talk. Or you're going to go to a restaurant and you're going to be on your phones. You're not going to talk. And the same in here. You come in here and say hello and talk. And then when you talk, someone else might, sort of answer your question and things like that. And eventually, if people know you, like in TikTok, what happens is people go, like Matt will come and say to Mark, "Oh, all right, Mark, how you getting on?" Or Sam will come in, "Oh, how's your dad?" or whatever, and like that. And that's what I think it should be. But everybody's different. Some people, maybe they're just young. They're young and immature, isn't it? And they don't know what they want. No, I haven't. No, they don't really get to me because I want to get rid of them. Was it Jam? What I do is I just basically, at some point, I'll get enough moderators, and then we just get rid of them. We cleanse it. We just get rid of them because, you know, those people just drag everyone down, don't they? And then what happens is, what I don't like is the chat becomes about them, not about me saying, "How's your dog going? How's you take your dog to the vet?" And I quite like it when I know people's names. I like it when I know people's names because I can go, "All right, mate, how's you?" Some I can sort of work out their name, some I can't, and I quite like it when it's their name because I can go, "All right, how's John? How you getting on?" or Susan or whatever. And I don't know, you just I don't really want to send everyone Christmas cards. I don't really want to be your best mate, but I'm just me, and I sit here and chat. And if you don't like the things I talk about, or I'm going to be boring because I've got only so many subjects. And once you've heard them, if you watch me long enough, I must be like a record stuck because I'm going to be. I'm not going to keep getting new stories unless I make stuff up. What kind of car? I've got a Tesla. I've had it about. How long have I had it? I've got it in 18, so 8 years, 7, 8 years I've had it so far. It wasn't new. She's, I don't know what she is, 12-year-old? 64? 12-year-old now. I wonder if some of them are young. I don't know. I think I need to check it out. I mean, I think, maybe the age is set wrong. Maybe I need to change the age so it can only be people over a certain age. But what I've found is there's some young people that are actually are fine. They're fine. It might be 14, 15, but they're actually fine. They're reasonably old for their age. And you get some people that are, and it seems a bit mean getting rid of them now. You think, oh, they haven't really done anything wrong. And there's a few people that do things wrong, and I don't know. These restaurants, I don't know where it is. Refreshing your ear. Well, no, you're not. This is one of the only. No, I don't really watch much YouTube streams, if I'm honest. It seems to be like a bit preachy. You got to join God or something. Or that. I'm sure there's ones. I bet you could say I'm angry about but I bet there's bound to be someone like Mr. Robinson channel type thing going on about the boats and they're taking this over, and you think, really? Do you really want to talk about that? Let's talk about something else. But there's crazies, isn't there? There's plenty of crazies. Plenty of crazy people. But I suppose the good thing is, of the bad thing in a way, because they're anonymous, isn't it? They'd never be like that when they go out. This is like they've got another face, isn't it? They've gone in their wardrobe, got another face, put their face on. Now this is my YouTube face. Now I'm angry or whatever. And what they do is they just take it off when they go to bed, put a bit of cream on, they wake up in the morning and they're a different person. Because people always hear that, oh, I didn't think that family were like that. Right, I'm going, it's 5 to 11, I'm going to bed at 11, so I'm going to say good night. Well, you say it's definitely important to talk about it. Are we going to solve it if we talk about it? I don't think we are. I just genuinely don't think we are. And, your opinion might be so. I personally think me going for a run tonight was far more beneficial than me talking to you for 7 hours or days about it. That's me. You may not. You may say, no, I want to talk about it. It's more beneficial to me. If it benefits you, you make sure you talk about it. If it's not going to give you any benefit, I think you move to a different subject that might give you a benefit. But that's me, I don't know, how do you pay your VAT or something like that, isn't it? Well, but you end up getting polarised and arguments. It's like talking about politics. I don't talk about. I vote Tory, but if you vote Labour and I have the inability to respect you, well, I'm valueless. How have I got any value in society? You're allowed different opinions to me. You shouldn't force your opinions onto me. I can ask you about your opinions and your views, But I shouldn't try and change them. I don't think that's not right. You know, but you shouldn't try and change me. You know, I'm not going to try and change you. Don't try and change me. And don't preach to me. You know, when you get in the shower, the Jehovah's Witness knock on the door and you think, oh, God, but I don't want to knock on the door. You know, it's like, no, go away. I'm not interested. You know, is that fine? Yeah, I think that's fine, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going now. So good night. Sleep well. And I'll see you tomorrow.